Hey guys, it's Marsha and I'm back with another recap video for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. In this video, I will be recapping episode 2 of season 3 of Before the 90 days. I'm going to try to keep it shorter than the last one. I apologize, but the show is like 2 hours long, so it's kind of hard to cram everything in like under 30 minutes. But I'm really going to try to keep it shorter than the last one. I thank you so much for everybody who has watched my first video. I really appreciate the love. Enough with my rambling. Let's get started. Okay, I have my trusty notes here. So let's get started. Let's start with Avery because the show starts with Avery. She's with her friends. She goes to do her gymnastics. She used to be a gymnast. She's actually pretty good, her and her friends, all the little flips and tumbling and everything. But she does tell her friends that she's a little scared because it's her first time going to meet Omar. Because again, they only know each other online. They've never met in person, and now she's traveling to Lebanon to go marry him, meet and marry him. Crazy. She's 19 years old, not really sure why or how her mom is allowing her to do this because, I mean, a flight to Lebanon for her and her mom, I know Avery can't afford it, so her mom must be funding it. Somebody's funding it, so somebody's condoning it. I don't know. Anyway, she said that he's never kissed anyone before because in the Muslim faith, you're not allowed to date. So you can't be kissing and holding hands and all that kind of stuff. However, Avery has. Avery wasn't always Muslim. And according to her friends, Avery used to be wild and out there. She's only 19 years old, so I don't even want to know what she's done already in her lifetime. But she has way more experience than Omar does, clearly. So that's going to be interesting. But anyway, Omar is a virgin. She said her wild side went away when she converted to Islam. She's not a virgin. It's obvious. And even though she's converted and she's all covered up, all you can really see is her face and her hands. He really thinks that she's still not modest enough. She's not carrying herself modest enough. I don't understand that. What does he want to do? Have her wear, what is it called, a burqa and just only her eyes be showing? I don't know. I don't know. But I hope she's ready for whatever it is. But I feel like I made a note that hopefully that won't cause her to be very insecure because he's telling her she's just not enough. It's like she's not good enough. Like she's just not there yet. But anyway, so in this episode, she's going to Lebanon with her mom to meet and marry Omar. Her mom brings out her old wedding dress that she wants her to wear to this wedding. The wedding dress, I think it's strapless and, you know, it's just a traditional kind of American wedding dress. And she's looking at it like, ugh, I can't wear that. This is a Muslim wedding. I cannot wear that. I can't be showing all that skin. And her mom seems pretty upset and disappointed because she really wanted to pass down her dress to her daughter. But because of her religious beliefs, she cannot wear that dress. It's too revealing. I personally think she's rushing this relationship. But anyway, they're at the airport, her and her mom, her family already, like her grandma's crying, her brother's on camera like, this girl has totally changed. I don't even know who she is, and now she's going to go marry this man. So they're at the airport, her and her mom, and they're rushing through, and then Avery can't find her cell phone. Her mom's like, Avery, where's your cell phone? And she's like, oh my God, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. And her mom's like, I'm not getting on this plane if you don't find your cell phone because I'm not leaving you there with no cell phone, no way to contact me if something goes down. Did Avery's mom have something to do with her cell phone going missing? Who knows? Who knows, right? Anyway, she's afraid that he'll take her away and make her join ISIS or something if she has no way to contact her family. So that's how it went so far in that episode with Avery and her mom. They're on their way to Lebanon, and that's all we saw of that. So let's move on to Angela. Angela is a 53-year-old woman from Georgia. We saw her on the last season of Before the 90 Days, I think, where she went to meet this man from Nigeria, Michael, who she met online. And so they've been in this relationship that's kind of been up and down. Michael has referred to her as his elder because Michael's like 30. Yeah, no, 30. I think he's like 33 now. But she visited him last season. He, at the tell-all or whatever, he referred to her as his elder, and she was not having it. She took her ring off, and she was like, I'm not your damn elder, boy. But, like, Angela, you are. He's like 30, you're 32, you're in your 50s. You are his elder. I mean, you are. Anyway, Michael likes the Instagram, as Angela likes to call it, the Instagram. And on his Instagram, there's a lot of women, a lot of liking women's pictures, there's photos of women, all this kind of stuff. And Angela is dead set on getting Michael off of Instagram. Now, how you gonna get a man in his 30s off of Instagram looking at women? Like, seriously? I don't see it. But anyway, last season she gave him a ring and she proposed to him. She wrapped it up inside of a little American flag, and he got so excited. He's so excited to come to America, and he thinks he's going to meet Trump or whatever. With the relationship being up and down, they made up. She's applied for him to get this K-1 visa to come to the United States, but she's still upset about this whole this whole issue with the Instagram and Michael. So she wants to go over to Nigeria and talk to him about it and kind of hash it out before, she has him come to the States. So at this point, they've been engaged for a year or so. And now she wants to start planning the wedding. And this was the really funny part. Remember, she lives in Georgia. I also live in Georgia. This is the South, okay? She goes to this place called the Cotton Patch as a potential venue for their wedding. First of all, Angela, if you plan on marrying a black man, an African man in Georgia, it's probably not a good idea to go to a place called the Cotton Patch, okay? But I digress. So she goes to the Cotton Patch and she meets DJ Doug. DJ Doug, I think, was like the star of this episode, okay? Because he was so funny. He was so country. So country. So she tells DJ Doug that she wants to do the ceremony and the reception there at Cotton Patch. And she wants the ceremony to be like an traditional American kind of style. But the reception, she wants to have an African theme. And DJ Doug is like, well, I mean, we can barbecue a goat. That's about as African as it's gonna get. I didn't know whether to laugh or be offended, but DJ Doug, his whole presentation and his accent, it's all you can do is just shake your head and chuckle a little bit to yourself, okay? So that's what he says about his contribution to the African theme part of the wedding. And let's not stop there. She wants fireworks at the wedding too. Fireworks. He was like, and this is what he said to the camera, is that after he quoted her that everything she wanted would be anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000, he said that she wanted caviar and champagne on a malt liquor budget. If that was not a line, I don't know what was. She wanted everything and she couldn't afford it. She couldn't afford no wedding. 2 different themes. Fireworks. The Cotton Patch. Outside. Girl, bye. So anyway, later in the episode, she goes and has lunch with her daughter, Skylar, I'm not really sure. But she goes to lunch with her and to talk about the relationship and things. And she brings up the fact that Michael would like to have a baby. And immediately her daughter's like, I ain't having your baby. And that's before Angela even said anything. So Angela's like, well, I told it. But you just give me the egg. because, you know, Angela's older. So her eggs are either non-existent or really, you know, not very good. So, mind you, she says she'll tote the baby like it's going to be in a bag or something like that, right? The daughter's like, you crazy. I'm not giving you and Michael my egg to have a baby because that's really going to be my baby. And then Angela's like, well, how about we get somebody else's egg and Michael's sperm and you have the baby. You tote the baby for us. And she's like, oh, hell no. But at one point, she actually seemed like she might consider it. Might, you know? It was really, really weird. So basically, Angela wants her daughter to be the surrogate for her and Michael's child. So we have yet to see what's going to become of that. Now moving on to my favorite, Rebecca. Okay, so Rebecca in this episode, in 2 days, she's going to head over to Tunisia to see, what's her man's name again? I forget his name. Anyway, she's going to Tunisia to see him. Now remember, Rebecca is the one who puts the filters on her face, on her phone when she sends photos and when she does videos, and she uses a ring light when she talks to him over like FaceTime and stuff. But later on in the episode, we see that homeboy wasn't exactly being 100 about his looks either, okay? So anyway, she goes to the lingerie store to get some sexy lingerie. She reveals to her daughter that she's with that he's seen all of her body, but she uses filters. And the daughter asks her, are you going to have sex with him on the first night when you get over to Tunisia? And she was like, yes, yes. Imagine talking to your mom and your mom's like, hell yeah, I'm going to get me some the first night. Ew. Anyway, apparently her and the guy, they sexed a lot. It's really bothering me that I cannot remember his name. His name is Zied. How can I forget that? Zied. Okay. So she wants to get down with Zied on the first night when she lands. Okay. The problem is that Zied's father does not know that Rebecca and him will be staying in the hotel together in the same room, because there really you're not supposed to. It's a Muslim country. You're not supposed to stay in the same room if you're not married. So Rebecca and him have this plan, but he tells his dad that now we're gonna stay in separate rooms, you know, but we'll be in the same hotel. So anyway, back to Rebecca. She's trying on lingerie, but she still feels kind of self-conscious about her body and about the age difference. She really wants to look good for him because she's older than him. And so she's very insecure about that. Plus, she has some residual pain from her previous relationship, from the marriage to the guy from Morocco that came and cheated on her. So she's kind of got these self-esteem issues going on. So anyway, she's going over to Tunisia for 20 days. But she still hasn't told Zied that she's still technically married. At this point, she has filed for the divorce, but she's still technically married. Zied doesn't even know that she just filed for the divorce. He thought that she's been divorced. So her son and daughter take her to the airport. She's been calling them because, you know, she's all excited. She wants to be like, hey, baby, I'm on my way. I'm coming to the airport. Oh, my God, I'm so excited. Homeboy is not picking up the phone. She's getting his voicemail and everything. She's texting him. He's not responding to her messages. And she's wondering if he's starting to get cold feet. So then it switches over to Tunisia. So we see things from his side. And what Zied is doing is he's hanging out with his friends. He's like, yeah, Rebecca, she's coming tomorrow, whatever. They're smoking hookahs, and the friends are asking him, so you guys gonna stay in separate rooms? And he was like, no, I'm gonna get me some. And they all like, yeah, you know how guys do, you know, whatever. So, and they show him with his family talking about how she's coming to visit and he's going to be staying at the hotel and things like that. But the pictures that he starts showing on the screen that he has of Rebecca is a much younger looking Rebecca. I shouldn't say much younger. She does look a bit younger. Of course, it could have been photoshopped or filtered, but her hair was also blonde, and she really looks different. Mind you, in real life, Rebecca is an attractive woman. She really is. She's not a blonde anymore. Her hair is like reddish, but she's an attractive woman. But, you know, she's really self-conscious because this guy's younger. I think he's like 26 or something like that. He's 26 years old. Okay. And she is 47. So anyway, these are the picture. He's like, oh yes, I love her boobs. I love, you know, he's just talking about all her physical attributes that he loves so much. He did tell his parents though that she's 45. But of course he's more honest with his friends. So fast forward to, she still hasn't heard back from him. She travels to Tunisia. She gets to the airport in Tunisia and she's like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't stand me up. I hope he's here. And sure enough, Zied is there wearing his Rebecca t-shirt, child. He's got on this black t-shirt with a picture of her face on it. And she was like, oh my God, she didn't even like the picture, but I thought it was sweet of him. He's like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm wondering though, if he, even just for a second, was like, that's not what she looked like on the shirt when she first saw him. But the good thing is that when he saw her, he realized that she didn't look the same way she does in the pictures, but he still thought she was beautiful. So I really hope that that made Rebecca feel better about herself, especially since, to be honest, I'm sorry, but Zied does not look 26, number one. He looked a little bit more like he's in his 30s, maybe mid-30s, and he's kind of thick, okay? So I don't know. I don't know if she ever saw all of his body, but I don't think it was any reason for her to be insecure because, I mean, he wasn't some kind of like model, okay? So, hey, but as long as they're attracted to each other, which they seem to be, then that's good. Next up on the list is Miss Darcy. Remember, Darcy is going to England in a week to go see her new boo, Tom, who she has not met in person yet. So her and her sister and her friend go out for a little girls' night, get something to eat, get some drinks, and her friend's name is Raina. So they're Raina is kind of asking Darcy about more details about this relationship with Tom. And they say that Darcy looks happy. They feel like she's glowing and she looks really happy. And Darcy's like, yeah, I'm so happy. This is great. I really like him. Then she starts talking about she's really hoping that he proposes and all that kind of stuff. And her friend Raina's like, girl, chill. Like, just take it slow. You know, you don't need to rush it. Just have a good time with it and take it slow. So Darcy decides to go ahead and FaceTime Tom, I guess so that Raina can see him or whatever. So she's like, hey Tom, I'm here with my sister and my friend and blah, 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 blah. It seems that Raina has been drinking at this point, okay? I don't know how much she's had to drink. She could be a lightweight or maybe she had a few. But when she sees Tom, Raina finds him attractive, I guess. And she's like, yeah, she said, I would do you, Tom. First of all, that's supposed to be her good friend, Darcy, boo. Darcy. Raina says, I'd do you, Tom. And Tom, in a very inappropriate, joking way, was like, yeah, well, show me your boobs. Kind of like that. And this heifer pulls down her shirt and shows him her cleavage. Now, if I were Darcy, I would knock that heifer clear out and hang up on Tom. But Darcy just sat there like, holding up the phone, looking very uncomfortable about what her friend and her man are doing. Like, that was so inappropriate. So inappropriate. And I hope that maybe off camera, Darcy addressed that with Raina. Because later on, she did say something to Tom. And Tom, I think she said Tom said she was being controlling or something like that. Like, he wasn't trying to make a big deal out of it. But that was inappropriate, Tom. Okay? And all you other Toms out there, that junk is inappropriate. Okay? So anyway, Tom is somewhere, I forget where he said he is, child, but he went on his friend's boat or yacht or whatever and said when she comes, he'll take her. Is it Canary Islands, maybe? And so now she's got this whole fantasy trip in her mind. Oh, he's going to take me to the Canary Islands. So, you know, she's already so smitten and she's already in a fairy tale world. So she's looking forward to all of that. Then it goes to, I guess when she's getting ready to leave, she's packing up her stuff and she tells her sister, I got a phone call 3 o'clock this morning, and guess who it was from? She didn't answer because of course she was sleeping, but she saw that Jesse called at 3 o'clock in the morning. What the hell does Jesse want? Why is he always trying to insert himself into these scenes? Because he knows she's going to talk about him. I think Jesse knows Darcy is filming the show, and so he's going to just poke and provoke her and bother her because he knows that if he can't be there to get his 15 minutes of fame, he's going to get it via her talking about him. And he's really getting on my nerves because I'm tired of her talking about him, okay? So when it's time for her to go, she's packing up all her luggage, her 4 or 5 suitcases, child. And she says bye to her kids, and that she's basically hoping for a proposal. We did not get to see in this episode, unless we did and I missed it. I think it's next time. But I didn't see when she had, you know, had to freshen up in the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. Or did we? No, you know what? My TV started showing me the next episode, episode 3, and I watched a little bit of it. But I'm going to save that for the recap for that episode. I don't know why it was showing me ahead of time. But next on the list is Timothy. Timothy is the guy who's dating Jennifer in Colombia. Timothy is 38. Jennifer is 25. Jennifer is the one who holds her head like this all the time when she's talking. And yeah. So, and Timothy's the one whose ex-fiance is like this on him, and she thinks they're a family unit. And so she threw him a going away party, invited some of their friends, and because Jennifer asked to see pictures of this party because she don't trust that heifer Veronica inserts herself. She's like, oh yeah, let's take a selfie. So it's a selfie of her and Timothy, and she's like, yeah, send him that. And this fool sends that to Jennifer, knowing damn well she not gonna like that. The kind of pictures that she wanted to see was not you and your ex-fiance that she already does not like or trust. Why didn't you take pictures of all your other friends at the party? What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Anyway, also during the party, they're kind of making fun, his friends are kind of making fun of Jennifer. He shows them a video of her from her Instagram, and you know, she's kind of like being cute and sexy and stuff like that, and they're kind of saying some things making fun of her, and I'm glad that he did stick up for her and he told them to stop. He didn't appreciate them making fun of this woman that he loves, that he's going to go see. That's not cool. Let's see. So after he sends Jennifer this picture of him and Veronica, her response is whatever. So of course he knows he's in the doghouse at this point. Veronica don't understand. She all up in the Kool-Aid. And this Veronica, she wants them to stay so much of a unit that she gives Timothy the ring that he proposed to her with so that he can propose to Jennifer with this same ring. Is she crazy or is she dumb? I don't understand. Why would you want him to do that? And then he takes the ring. If you can figure it out, you let me know. Okay. All right. So anyway, he's going to Colombia with the ring from Veronica that he proposed to her with. He's showing that he bought her a bunch of stuff to bring to her because he's really using this stuff as a peace offering because he knows he's in the doghouse. So it looks like he bought her a whole bunch of Fashion Nova, and he bought a big bear for her daughter or whatever. He's really gonna try to brown nose her at this point. Veronica is very jealous of Jennifer. Okay, I'm pretty sure she is. But apparently now Timothy has a secret about his past that he wants to reveal to Jennifer, but he doesn't reveal to us what that secret is. So I guess we're gonna have to stay tuned to the next episode to find out what the heck Timothy's secret is. Listen, guys, there have been reports that maybe some of these storylines or some of the people in these storylines are a sham. There are reports that a couple of these people are like wannabe actors and maybe using this as a platform to catapult their acting career, like Caesar and who else? Zied. Because apparently they have acting profiles. Caesar has pics, I guess modeling pics, where he's like posing in front of, you know, that the display of nail polish where you choose your color when you go to the nail salon. I mean, it's so cheesy. I don't know what jobs he's trying to use that for. I'm hoping it's not part of his portfolio, child, but they're saying that maybe Caesar is just using this show to jump off his acting career. Zied is apparently an actor or looking for acting work, whatever. I don't know where this is all going to go, but clearly TLC has a track record, to me so far, of not really doing their research into people, but I don't think they really care. I think they just want entertainment and a good show, and they just want us to keep watching and keep talking about it, keep bringing attention to it, and guess what? I will. Through all the mess, I will. So that was my recap of Season 3, Episode 2 of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days. Please stay tuned. Next week, I will be bringing you a recap of Episode 3. I hope you like these recap videos. Please tell me in the comments what you think of the show, of these characters, these relationships and situations. And I'm going to see you next week for the next recap. Until then, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.